Hello, I'm Marie from tospeaktous.com, and this video is not necessarily a pronunciation video or even a vocabulary practice video. This video is for some tricky prepositions. So we've gone through the list of prepositions, and these are some that we think are a little bit tricky. So let's get started. If you'd like to follow along, the words are in the description below. And then we have some sentences using these prepositions to help you get a better idea of when to use them. So first I'm going to go through the list. Through. So we're talking about going in the middle of something. Go through, across, through something. During, when you have two things going on. I eat popcorn during the movie. So I'm eating and I'm watching a movie at the same time. Two things, during. While is also the same idea. While I went to school, I decided it was a good idea to study. So school and study happening at the same time. For can be used for a period of time. So for the next couple weeks, I think I should probably get up early in the morning. A period of time, the next couple of weeks. Beside. So beside is the same thing as next to, and it's also the same thing as by. Beside. I want to sit beside you. Beside. I want to sit next to you. Right there beside. I want to sit by you. Same thing, beside, next to, and by. Near is a little bit different. If I want to say something is close and it's a distance and usually a place, I like to use near. Do you have any restaurants near the hotel? I'm talking about close to the hotel. And the next one, across from. Across from. So if I asked, where's the restaurant that's near the hotel, and there's one on the other side of the street, I can say it's across from the hotel. Across, straight in front of, sitting right across from the hotel. In and inside. This one's a little bit tricky, but for general purposes, in is not quite as closed as inside. Inside, I think, is a little bit more secure. So I can say I'm in my house, or I can say I am inside my house. I can say both, but I would say inside if I'm talking about inside, doors locked, more secure. In is just, I'm in it. Where are you? I'm in the house. Are you inside the house means are you secure with the doors shut inside the house. Toward. Moving in the direction of something. Moving toward somebody. Away from is the opposite. Going away in the opposite direction. Okay, so you may have thought of some instances for these words already, but let's look at some sentences and see if we can clear things up. If not, be sure to write me a note in the comment section and I will answer your questions. I like to walk through the park. I like to walk through the park. So I'm going into the park and out the other side. Into and out the other side. Through. During the meeting, we will talk about several items on your list. During the meeting, we will talk about several items on your list. Two things going on. Meeting, talk about things on the list. During the meeting, we will talk about several items on your list. I like to listen to podcasts while I run. I like to listen to podcasts while I run. I'm listening and I'm running. Two things going on. For the first month, a period of time. For the first month, we will be hiring new people. For the first month, we'll be hiring new people. The milk in the refrigerator is beside the orange juice. So I have milk in the refrigerator. I have orange juice in the refrigerator. They're side by side. The milk in the refrigerator is beside the orange juice. Let's go to the cafe that's next to the pharmacy. Let's go to the cafe that's next to the pharmacy. Put the notebook by my computer when you're done with it. Put the notebook by, next to. Put the notebook by my computer when you're done with it. I try to stay near the front to make sure I get the instructions right. I try to stay near the front to make sure I get all the instructions right. If you sit across from me at the table, you're right in front of me. So we go to the restaurant. If you sit here, you're beside me. Oh, do you want to sit beside me? Or I could say, do you want to sit across from me? So that would mean that we're sitting at the table and you're sitting directly in front on the other side of the table. If you sit across from me at the table, you're right in front of me. Put the money inside your wallet. Don't keep it in your pocket. Okay, so you're saying, Marie, they're both in. Yes, they're both in. But when I want to say it's secure, I would say inside. So it's kind of like your wallet. You open it up, you put the money in it, you close it up, then you fold it up, then you stick it in your pocket. So I would say inside your wallet. And if I want to say in your pocket, it's not so secure, I would just say in your pocket. Put the money inside your wallet. Don't keep it in your pocket. When you walk toward me, you're walking closer and closer to me. When you walk toward me, you're walking closer and closer to me. If you're looking away from me, you're looking in the opposite direction. Look away, opposite. So walk away, going in the opposite direction. Sit toward the front of the auditorium. Toward, in the direction of. Sit toward the front of the auditorium if you want to stay away from the people making noise in the back. Sit toward the front of the auditorium if you want to stay away from the people making noise in the back. Okay? So, toward and away from. So if you'd like to look at the words below, follow along. You can listen to it a second time and practice. You can even practice the sentences with me. If you'd like to practice some other videos, you can just put tospeaktous.com in the search box on YouTube and you'll find some of the other videos for practicing pronunciation and even vocabulary.